challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Running inside, it's Owens. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
You can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Reed on the play action. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to
boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball at 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Owens. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Reed throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Makes the catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Reed trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Now here's Reed. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterbacks on a little grass. Smashes through the tackle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Throwing Reed. He's got his man, makes the grab. Hits a seam wide open. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Oh, they're after him. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hammond. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Reed to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They're field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to compliment.
Finding some room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And
To have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. Reed unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
From the gun on third down, Reed makes the grab. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Got the quick pass. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They got a first down. The run inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. The give to the back.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays, aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want them. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Reed. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. On the move to his left. They get to him as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Quarterback will keep it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Williams. There's a crease. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Edmund makes the catch, and he's free. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it, and they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to get it himself. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Back to throw, it's Reed. Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. In the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. He'll be knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Not sure that's going to matter except to his statistics as we are seconds away from halftime. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Gophers, hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
They kick it away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Reed to throw. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close now.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Running inside. It's Owens. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Texas A&M going up tempo. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Reed. The throw to the outside is complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The option, he'll keep it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The run inside. It's Williams. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Fires to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have it.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Hey, finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On the ground, it's Owens. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Number 38, set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They go right back to him. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Oh, he's got some space.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that front if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this defense is...
And guys, hold that thought in just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Reed. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.